Earbuds. You either love them or you hate them. Or if you're like me, you're somewhere in between. And in this video, I'm looking at the FiiO FF3 earbuds. Let's get it. What's crackin' audio fans? It's David here from Prime Audio Reviews, and that's the box for the FF3. Inside you get lots of foam ear tips. There are actually three different kinds. There are like bass enhanced, balanced, and transparency, I think, something like that. Three types of foam covers anyway in the box. You also get FiiO's lovely crystal storage case like that. More of that in a minute. My table feels really crowded today. I'm not sure what's going on, but let's have a look at the earbuds. And as far as earbuds go, these be some pretty ones, baby. Look at that. They've got this beautiful glass, polished glass on the rear panel, similar to the FiiO FF3 earphones or in-ear monitors. But these earbuds, these shells are actually made of stainless steel. So not only do they look great, they feel great as well. And I hope you can see some of that magic, because those back panels are just gorgeous. They feel really nice in the hand. In terms of comfort, as far as earbuds go, these are pretty good. I can wear these for hours at a time. Normally earbuds kind of hurt my ears after a while. They give me hot spots, but these are really good. And not only that, but they feel stable in my ears too. They don't feel as though they're going to fall out, even without using the foam covers. Now there's something interesting about this cable. It is fixed, it's non-detachable, which is unfortunate, but at least the termination here, or the plug, is interchangeable. And in the box, FiiO gives you a 3.5mm termination and a 4.4, and swapping them out is as easy as it does require a bit. It does require a bit of force. Sometimes I feel like I'm going to break it. I don't know if FiiO has, well, I don't think FiiO has the best system for modular cables. I think the Wrapped Go ones and the Let Sure ones are a bit less stressful. But these ones, it works pretty well once you figure it out. You kind of push it in and then you twist it to close it. And yeah, so as far as modular cables go, FiiO's implementation here is probably one of my least favorite. But at least you do have that option to change the plugs out. But let me tell you a little bit more about the FF3 now. It is a $99 earbud, so $99, just under that $100 mark. And inside we've got a 14.2mm beryllium plated driver. Yes, beryllium plated in an earbud. So it does have the potential, or the promise at least, for having great sound. But let's talk about the sound right away. Let's get into it. And the FiiO FF3 has a sound signature that's slightly warmer than neutral. It has a full-bodied, rich sound that's fairly balanced between the bass, mids, and treble, although it does have some emphasis on the bass for sure. In addition, the FF3 here has an upfront and a full-bodied presentation. As with most earbuds, you can change the character of the sound pretty easily by using them either with or without the foams. Like, if you use the foams, either of the three kinds included in the box, that generally thickens up the sound, makes it a little bit warmer. In a lot of cases, putting the foams on the shells also makes them feel more stable in your ear. It just kind of, they mold to your ear a bit better. However, it comes with a caveat, because if you do push these earbuds into your ear, the deeper you go, the thicker the sound becomes, and the more prominent the bass becomes. So you got to be careful. If you want that really full-bodied sound, you push them into your ears, suddenly you've got lots of bass, the sound becomes really muddy, and you lose all your clarity and whatnot. But there's a healthy balance. You just have to find it. That's the good thing about these earbuds. You just slightly adjust the position in your ears and you can change the sound character quite a bit. But as far as bass goes, the FF3 has generous levels of bass, delivering lows that are north of neutral. Most of the focus is on the mid bass, but there's plenty of sub bass action too, especially if you push the earbuds deeper into your ears. You won't get the same sort of thunderous physical rumble that you get from in-ear monitors, but you shouldn't find the bass here lacking. In the mid-range notes they're slightly thick, which results in a warm and rich sound. The articulation is pretty good, although if you push the earbuds too deeply into your ears, like I mentioned just a moment ago, the sound can become quite muddy. There's plenty of weight behind vocals and instruments, adding to the fullness of the sound. But there is some coloration here too, so if you are looking for a neutral sound, you definitely will not find that here. But for an emotive, engaging experience, the FF3's mid-range tone will provide. Let's talk about the treble now, and the FF3 has a safe and inoffensive treble tuning. You shouldn't feel any fatigue from the highs, even during longer listening sessions, although you may, depending on how they fit in your ears, you may find a little bit of upper mid-range shoutiness on some recordings. But for the treble, yeah, pretty smooth going. Treble notes they're rounded and they are softened. This makes them easy on the ears, but at the same time, it means there's not a great deal of precision in the top end. And then for the soundstage and the technical performance, well, you know, it's an earbud, so you know it's going to have a pretty big soundstage. It is not as wide as some other earbuds, but it does have added depth courtesy of its full-bodied bass. With the FF3, the music isn't isolated in your head like with most in-ear monitors. Instead, it's sort of all around you. It becomes this kind of living and breathing part of your world. The overall resolution of the FF3 is kind of middling, as is the instrument separation, and as a result, the sound becomes a little blurred during complex tracks. The imaging and the placement are a little bit vague. The stage is vast and big, but it's not exact, and it kind of lacks a little bit of stability in terms of stereo imaging. Now, I don't have a lot of earbuds on hand for comparison, but we will look here at the Astrotech Lyra Nature. This is the limited edition. It's not very different from the just original Nature. These are pretty overpriced, in my opinion, but they're kind of over-engineered. The FiiO has a warmer, more full-bodied sound. The Astrotech Nature Limited, on the other hand, and the Nature Regular, they both have this kind of shouty upper mid-range. They go for this, they're trying to impress you with detail rather than depth and overall resolution. I think the Nature probably has better overall resolution, but it just kind of lacks depth. It doesn't have the same fullness in the bass. That, as well as that sort of lifted upper mid-range, makes these a little bit uncomfortable. More detailed for sure, airier, and they have a wider soundstage, but they don't have the same kind of fullness and body that the FF3 has. If I had to choose between the two, it would be the FF3, but only because I didn't have a good pair of IEMs with me. Considering the overall package, like you get this really nice case, you get the build quality, the modular cable. Look, I think the FF3 for $99 is reasonable value, but I also think there are plenty of sub $100 earbuds that perform just as well, or in many cases better. However, if you are looking for the most beautiful and well-built sub $100 earbud, and one that sounds, you know, pretty good but not great by any means, then the FiiO FF3 is definitely worth your consideration. For me, yeah, I'll give it or take it or leave it. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, give it the old thumbs up, Parfam audiophile style. If you're new to the channel and you want to see more content like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And until next time, I'll see you later.